Last year, we saw Earfun bring the awesome FIIL T2 Pro to become their own Earfun Free Pro, made it available to everyone in the world, and it was the right choice. Skip forward to this year and both companies are now back with their latest releases. But which one should you buy? Well, watch until the end because today we're going to answer exactly that, so let's get started. Selamat pagi! Good morning everyone, Kenneth here and welcome to my comparison video of these two tiny but mighty earbuds, the FIIL T2 Pro and Earfun Free Pro 2. But before we start, full disclosure is in the description below. Basically, everything I said is my own honest opinion and I put affiliate links for buying the earbuds down below. If you use it, I'll get a small commission at no extra cost to you, so thank you very much and let's get started with the comparison. I want to touch on physical appearance first, and between the two, well, you probably cannot tell the difference because they're both exactly the same. But compared to last year, they now have a matte silver finish, a more rounded shape, and a slightly thinner profile, which does make the battery smaller, down from 500 mAh to 420 here. But also the LED indicator is white now, not green-red anymore. It only blinks when you need to charge it. Otherwise though, the features are exactly the same. You get USB-C, wireless charging at the bottom, and a solid lid that doesn't close by itself. Actually, the previous model didn't do that. And I can argue that this is one of the most compact earbuds in the market right now. What's not to love? Talking about the earbuds, they're also following this matte gray look, so no more fingerprints or scratches on the touch panel. You still get the ear fin attachments, including the one without any ear fins, and they have the same oval shaped inner bore that seals the ear canal very well. Everything is the same between FIIL and Earfun, except for one thing that's surprisingly different. Earfun opted to use a metal mesh, whereas FIIL uses a good old fabric mesh, just like their other models. Talking about fit, I couldn't tell a difference between the two, which is good because it's also the same exact fit like the models from last year. This means the ear tips insert at just the right depth, it's pretty comfortable, it's flush with the ear, and also very secure when you use the ear fins. But keep in mind that it will hurt after 1 or 2 hours of use, which is why you can use the rubber band without any ear fins to avoid that. Anyway, hit the thumbs up if you appreciated the video so far and do subscribe to see the full review where I go through all the aspects in detail. And with that said, let's talk about the most important difference: the experience. In general, the ANC and transparency of both the T2 Pro and Free Pro 2 is much better than the previous generations. But if you've been following the channel, you'll know the one important difference that sets FIIL apart, which is app support. Here you can customize a ton of stuff, including new features found on FIIL CC Pro, which is voice-only transparency, full transparency, and wind noise reduction. You even have tap and hold for 4 seconds to quickly switch between two paired devices. Most importantly though, you have a ton of flexibility with EQ presets and also manual adjustment. Earfun does not have any of this. I tried comparing the sound quality, and while they sound similar to the bass EQ on FIIL, I feel like they also boost the upper mid to treble a little bit, creating what I call the Earfun sound signature. And I'm talking about a V-shaped tuning with heavy bass and clear treble response, not as harsh as the Free 2, which is good. But now in terms of sound staging and detail retrieval, they're practically the same thing, which I would dare say is not a huge departure from the last year models. So they're fine, but not as groundbreaking anymore. But now let's touch on controls a little bit, because the two companies have their own approaches here. On the FIIL side, you get a simplified controls out of the box, which is why it is a must to get the app and at least turn on the full controls. Only then you'll get volume controls on the left side and playback controls on the right side. You can customize tap and hold to set any of the ANC modes I've mentioned before, but by default, they're just ANC and full transparency mode. Now, on the Earfun side, as you can see here, you get almost complete controls right out of the box, and it's actually my preferred control scheme since decrease is always on the left and increase is always on the right. The only problem is there's no previous song because it's replaced by gaming mode. And it's worth noting that FIIL does have gaming mode as well, but you have to turn it on from the app every time. Okay, so far it seems like FIIL is the better choice. right? Well, unfortunately, until it's released globally, it'll always come with the downside of being a Chinese product. First, the app is only available in Mandarin. All the voice prompts will be in Mandarin. And if you are on iOS, you need a Chinese Apple ID to even download the app. Even on an Android device, downloading it from FIIL's official website will yield you a warning page that you're downloading something fishy. For you and for science, I downloaded and installed it anyway. And so far, there has been no problems I can see. It's the same FIIL Plus app I've been using since last year, and I guess the warning is just about the app that collects user data, which I don't agree with, but you can always install the app, set everything once, and delete it right after. Also, I'll include an update in the pinned comment if they ever release the T2 Pro globally, so you can use the global app. There's one more problem with the FIIL, and that's warranty coverage. Because you're essentially importing from China, most likely you don't have any warranty at all, save for the first 7 days that the store gave you. And that's where the Earfun shines here. You don't have any of this Chinese app headache. You have 18 months of warranty coverage. It's available on Amazon if you use it. Basically, yes, you lose some customization potential, but it will do you well in the long run. Alright, so welcome to the quick microphone test, everyone. And this time I won't go out and test the outdoor mic test because that's for the full review. But anyway, I will try my best to, simulate what's happening with the noise reduction and everything. So right now, this is the best case scenario. Indoor setting, nothing is going on right now. Room is completely silent, but I've got a simulated crowd noise ready to play in my TV right there. So let's do it right now. And that's not like very loud, but as you can see, how can you feel like the noise reduction kicking in with the FIIL T2 Pro right here, and we'll see if there's any difference with the Earfun Free Pro. So let's switch right now. Alright, so we are now on the Earfun Free Pro 2. What do you think of the sound quality? We're back to the indoor setting where, shows the best case scenario where nothing is playing. So let's turn on the crowd noise one more time, and let's see. I think you should hear the noise reduction kicking in very soon. And what do you think of the sound quality? Is it the same as the FIIL T2 Pro, or they tweak it with their own algorithm? So let me know down in the comments below, and let's get back to the video for the conclusion. So yeah, honestly, I do think both of them are great earbuds. Not as groundbreaking as last year, since there are so much more awesome earbuds out in the market right now. But let me know, what do you think? Which one do you prefer? Don't forget to subscribe to see the latency test, the microphone test, and everything else from sound quality, build quality, to all the ANC transparency. And don't forget to use the links to help me support the channel. Thank you so much. Okay, leave a comment down below if you have more questions. Hit me up on Instagram and Twitter. And thank you so much for watching. I'm Kenneth, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.